Hi everyone, welcome back to yet another wet Normandy day. Okay, what have I got in store for you today? We're going to start in the garden first. Got some planting to do. I'm going to plan out my food forest bed once again. Collected some apples, Sam's going to make some chutneys. So, fingers crossed, weather's good. Let's get going. Now, I've just attended a great vid grenier. Bought a few antique bits, but I'm always on the lookout for plants. Now, 60 centimes, 50 centimes. I don't even know what the names of them, but I know they're plants and they look nice, so got a rough idea. 40 centimes, so you know, gonna carry on with the theme of mixing up vegetables, shrubs, fruit trees and plants and pollinators all together. So I think I laid out about, not quite sure, about 13 or 14 euros, which, you know, I think that was €2. What a lovely plant that is. So yeah, we'll get these over there. We'll just plan out another area, and eventually all these patchwork pieces that I'm doing will join up and it'll look like the food forest. So yeah, they all bring a different element to the garden. Shade, pollinators, you know. We're not constrained by much. Back to them. Just had to take cover in the cat shelter. Almighty downpour from nowhere. It's past, so I think that's going to be the theme of the day. But we will soldier on. Okay, right, this is the area here I'm thinking about planting up. So already in this area we've got 3 beds, 1, 2, 3, and this is a cherry tree, this is a pear tree, so it would sit just nicely here. Now I'm still, until I get the land and the ground exactly how I want it here, going to maintain some grass crossways through the bed so I can still access them, but later on they'll be mulched and there won't be no grass in this area because I don't have to keep coming into here and strimming and cutting with my lawnmower. So the boundary will still be grass all the way around this area, but eventually it will spread out till I get the grass cutting to a minimum. You know, really only want to be doing the grass cutting with a ride on in the big wide open areas. All the rest of it I want planted up. Okay, so we're looking at here. First things first, get rid of all this grass. Now I am very keen in this area to do a no dig method of gardening. Now that's for several reasons. A, the ground is clay, so I don't want to be planting most of my things directly into clay soil. Although we're on a slope, which does help with drainage, with the clay certain plants can sit in too much moisture and water and rot, so I need to slightly elevate it up. So, you know, that really helps me by not having to dig down. I'm probably going to dig the turfs and turn them upside down here and then plant on top of that. Now what I'm going to do is put some cardboard down. Ideally you need about 3 or 4 sheets of cardboard, and then you can put your soil on top of that and plant into that. So that's what I'm going to be doing in here. I'll just flip over some turfs and then we'll go straight on top of that. That's not too bad. Put these to one side, then we'll put them back upside down. Yeah, grass will degrade, break down and feed the soil. And it's another square I don't have to cut anymore with me lawnmower. Oh, there's some stone here. Yep. Yeah, it's very stony as well in this area. It's not anywhere else in the garden. So we've got our initial square dug. What I'll probably do now is put the turfs upside down back in there, and then we'll lay out our planting scheme. As long as they're all upside down, that'll just simply rot away and it won't grow back again. Now I haven't got to use all of these in this small area, so I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to go and get my bulbs, got some garlic and some onion to go in here. Maybe put a herb in here as well, culinary herb. Just mix it up a little bit. So next I'm going to lay some cardboard around the edge of the square where the grass meets the upside down turfs. That will deter any grass growing in until I mulch around it. Now I will layer up this with additional cardboard, probably another 2 or 3 layers, but for now that's all I've got. But I'm only going to be working in the inner square. Okay, back under shelter. Right, until this shower passes, I'm going to go back indoors. There's something I need to do in there. Weather's certainly on the change. Right, I've come indoors because I've had a sale on my Etsy store. Now, the lady that purchased them, her name is Chris. Thank you very much, Chris. It's much appreciated. I know you follow the videos, and yeah, and I do appreciate your support. And what did she buy? Bought these fantastic little pots. I hope you enjoy using them. They're great quality. I dare say you'll be cooking up quite a few dishes with these over the festive season. Right, I'm going to get these boxed up and they'll be on their way to you shortly, Chris. Thank you very much once again. I've got a set of these myself. It's just up on the shelf there. They're fantastic. They're called a Windsor pan. They're tapered at the top. And yeah, they're particularly good quality. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them, I think. I'll show you. And Chris, you've purchased those 2 there. Now if you are a new subscriber or are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Now, part of what I do, I buy and sell copper, cookware, copper items, also antiques. Now recently, went to a local Brocon and purchased this. It needs a bit of a clean up, the brass and the woodwork, but they're armorial hooks. Quite an unusual piece that. So that will be going in my Etsy store. And my Etsy store is Sean's World Etsy shop. And all sales, you know, go to supporting this channel and keeping it running. Now this is an interesting piece. It's got like a fairy tale castle on it, chateau. It's Budapest. Yeah. Nice little look on that one. And this is something else. Fantastic wooden breadboard, you know, for putting your bread or grapes and cheese on. Absolutely fantastic quality. We'll clean that up and that will go in my Etsy store as well. Don't forget to check out Sam and her mum's Etsy shops. The link will be in the description below. Okay, time to head back off outside. It looks like the rain stopped. Get some more planting done. Chris, this is winging its way to you very, very soon, so thank you once again. Let's go and do some gardening. Now at first glance, I thought I'd put this in the centre, but looking at it, it looks like there's 3 plants here, so let's have a look. See what we're dealing with. It's got good roots. There you go, there's one. There's another one, so we're just going to put one there. Now I can also bring these back a bit to there. Yeah, I think I'll get some more cardboard next time I'm out. Just move these back. Gives me a little bit of a bigger planting area. Once I start expanding this area, this will raise up as well with mulch, bark, and maybe some more soil as well. So although this seems high, it will actually start levelling off once I build up around it and start interconnecting all the little bays. And it will obviously collapse, sink down. This is just the base really, and what we're going to plant in on top. I've got some better quality bag soil to plant the onions and the garlics in. Slightly better bagged medium. The tighter you pack them in, the smaller they grow. But you get more of them, so personal choice. Always pick the biggest of the bulbs out of here. Well, I'll split it whether or not it will live. I have got some sorrel further up top of the garden, so I've just divided some up. And I'm going to get that planted in. Don't know whether it's going to take, whether it's the right time of year, but it needed thinning out anyway, so it's got 2 chances really. So some of the principles of this sort of planting is each element brings in, a beneficial thing to maybe what's around it. So something may deter an insect, a predatory insect that's going to eat the leaves of this, like the onion, the smell of the onion. Pollinators are brought in through the flowers, which help eat and predate on the nuisance insects. So It's all kind of working with nature and just letting it get on with it. Nice big garlic to go in next. I think what I'll do, because I haven't got enough cardboard to go all the way around the outside, I'll just address one side and then we'll extend our border out a bit more. Now several weeks ago I planted up this area just behind me. Now I put some onions in, haven't checked to see whether any's come out, so let's go and have a look. A golden delicious apple tree. Cabbages around the outside and interspersed with some onions. Ah, yeah, there we go. We've got signs of life, green shoot, so that's encouraging. They are taking. There's a few dotted about. Oh yeah, there's one around here as well. Now there's no guarantee that they're going to come up. There. How nice is that to see? Yeah, and the more you look, the more you see. Some down there. Brilliant, so they're all taken. Now I've got a big bag of those onion sets, and I think there was something like €2 for probably, well over 100, so they were good value, and I think they're going to feed us in the coming months ahead. So this was the first area I planted up, and as you can see, this one's nearly 6 foot tall. We've got lots of leeks, plants, herbs, celeriac, celery. I think that is curry. Oh yeah, can't eat that one, but it's very aromatic. So the leeks are doing well. What else did I put in here? Hold on, I'll have to check back on my videos, but there's loads of leeks in there, so we're okay for leeks. They're all taken. These will self-seed and spread. That is the idea of this area, is for it to get established and just spread and carry on producing, you know, minimum effort and, you know, maximum gains. So that was the first one. This was the second one. Yep, these are taking now. They've formed little hearts in the centre. Red cabbage, we've got celeriac again, lots of different herbs. Yeah, so that's doing okay. It's looking after itself. Yeah, there's weeds amongst it, but you know, not too bothered about that. They're just plants in the wrong place sometimes. Just using this plastic for now, and then once I get some more mulch and cardboard, I'll remove the plastic and use it elsewhere. And just continue using it. Getting some use of it. I'm only worried about the edge for now. That's fine. So we'll put our soil up to there, we can plant in there, and when I extend it, this will just come out. Now this gives me an additional row to get some more things in there. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Something that doesn't need to be dug down too deep for sure. Now, I normally don't have any success with onions, and I think partly because I was planting them down into the clay soil where I think they just rotted. Tom grew them last year, great success, you know, he's very meticulous, follows the, you know, the rules and that, so yeah, I think it's all down to the soil. He amended the soil, I have as well. Like we've seen over in the other bed, they have started growing, so yeah, I don't think they like sitting in wet clay soil. I do know that the pigeons And birds love to pull up onions. You wouldn't think they'd eat them, but they do. And I will just continue to extend these beds, get some more cardboard, several layers, more bags on top. Just keep planting. Total spend 15 for the soil. Still got another small bag left. We've probably used half of the plants. 25 euros, but once it's established it's going to produce food. We can keep planting into it with seeds. So not bad value at all actually. Now, I've had a bit of a scout around the garden and I found these strawberries. They don't particularly do very well in here, so I'm going to divide it up and stick some in the ground and I can just get on with it. There we go. I think you have to divide them up every few years anyway, so probably send out some runners.
Planting strawberries.
Well, divided it out of that container, so split it and then maybe pop one in that bed and then just move them about a bit. All those plants that I got from the boot sale the other day, onions and garlic. Yeah, on second thoughts I don't really think I've got enough depth of soil here at the moment, so I'm going to pop them back in there. They can go somewhere else. I was just thinking about where to create next. Here I'm going to make some hazel hurdles around there using that hazel there, so I don't want to do anything around here just yet, although there will be some more planting pockets here. I'll have to tackle those brambles, although they do give us berries, you know, but no matter how hard I cut them back they keep coming. So yeah, that's encroached again, probably another 3 foot from last year. You know, it is great for wildlife. The only trouble with this is once it grows over and touches, its tip touches the ground, it roots again, so it literally moves around the garden. Must keep on top of it and get that cut back because it's taking up valuable space that I can use. Nice boundary, wildlife love it, got to be in the right place though. Okay, Sam's just called me for a cup of tea. I'm going to continue with this and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.